On the first day in office, President Biden said, no more Keystone. What's going on with our relations? They're supposed to be our best friends. Michael Diamond is an American student of politics, and he's with Upstream Strategy. He's joining me right now because I want to talk about the fact that even though we're the closest ally, is that because we get kicked around?
Look, geography is obviously part of it, but yes, other countries like to have weak leaders. And if you look at Barack Obama's endorsements of Justin Trudeau, I don't think we should look at that as a compliment.
Is it only because of Trudeau that they're kicking sand in our face, or is it because of the fact that they know that we can't move and they can get their oil from Russia, Venezuela, and everywhere else, and we can't say much about it?
Look, it's a sad political reality that, to appease left-wing members of the base, Joe Biden twisted himself into a pretzel to be anti-fracking in certain parts of the country and pro-fracking in Pennsylvania, where he did, win the electoral votes there in spite of what the former president would say. But, Joe Biden, has to keep the left-wing flank of the Democratic Party happy, and this was obviously an easy way to do it. It's unfortunate for Canada.
So what should Canada do? What should the Canadian government do to try to, first of all, protect the jobs of Keystone, but also to make sure that we just don't get kicked around as we're getting kicked around?
On Keystone, it's sad to see because it's almost like some folks in Canada are willing to just wave the white flag and say, "Yeah, it is what it is. It's too bad." And at least Donald Trump's not president. And it's really unfortunate. I mean, on many places, the Republicans are generally better trading partners for Canada than the Democrats are, even though Canadians overwhelmingly would vote for the Democratic candidate. But a president like George W. Bush would be much better than a president like Joe Biden right now. But Donald Trump was a bit of an anomaly in that, although good on Keystone from the Canadian perspective, he was definitely a much tougher trading partner on many other aspects.
So should we be tough in retaliation to the United States for Keystone?
Well, it's hard when you're in bed with an elephant to be tough sometimes, but I think, we absolutely need to forge other trading relationships because Donald Trump, through COVID particularly, proved to us that we can't necessarily rely on the United States. Joe Biden, this is a very unfortunate decision, in my opinion, for trade. I think a lot of our other relations with the United States will be a lot more normal with Joe Biden as president than they were with Donald Trump. But we certainly need to broaden our horizons beyond the United States as a trading partner. With a product like crude, it's a little hard to do.
Well, if we could get the crude to BC coast, we could get it to China. That would be very good. It just reminds me of the old story when Lester Pearson was Prime Minister and LBJ was president. Pearson gave a speech against the United States, and LBJ picked him up by the collar and said, I can't even say it on this TV, he said, "Don't come down here and do something on my parade."
And from Lyndon Johnson, that was a very pleasant exchange. So let's just keep that in perspective. But it's absolutely unfortunate decision from Biden, but we need stronger Canadian leadership to combat that.
Hardball in the United States. Michael Diamond, you play hardball. Thanks very much. 3 minutes. So thank you for watching, and please make sure that you subscribe and tell your friends. We are going to have lots of fabulous shows coming up in the new year.